I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. What about another review? There's another paid request, this time from Gunnel. If anyone has pretty much any type of request, feel free. You just send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, this is for The Wood. The Wood is a 1999 film, and I like the three principal actors. You have Taye Diggs, Omar Epps, and Richard T. Jones. Richard T. Jones, I remember he was in Event Horizon. Omar Epps has been in a lot of stuff. I liked him in the show House MD. And then Taye Diggs, he was in the remake of House on Haunted Hill from 1999. This TV show I enjoyed called Daybreak that only lasted a year. It was a cop show, but it also had tendencies of Groundhog Day. Yeah, interesting show. These three guys, Taye Diggs is ready to get married, but right now he's missing, and his two buddies have to find him and bring him back to the wedding. And it's two films. It's mixed in with flashbacks of how they met, early love life, coming of age stories. The first day Omar Epps met these two guys at school, and there was a bet to touch this girl's booty. He does it, but then her family member is part of the Bloods and beats the ever shit out of him, but then he does fight back, so he earns a little bit of respect from the other guys. Or they go to a restaurant. They go to a grocery store, and then they flash back to the dance that they went to, and this girl that Omar Epps liked, and Omar Epps doing dance moves to prepare for the dance. There's a point where the young Omar Epps, during this flashback, takes like a big stuffed bunny and is dancing with it and like humping it. I'm like, great plushy porn. But it doesn't go that far, thankfully. Also, among the flashbacks, there's a point where they're in when they're in the grocery store, they flash back to when they were young and at a grocery store, and these people robbing it, and they find our three leads. Hey, come with us, and they're riding with them. The cops come. The young Omar Epps says, "Oh no, yeah, blah, blah, blah," to get the cops off their ass, and then the guy from the Bloods respects the guy. Hey, you want to go out with my sister? Do this, do that. Then in modern time, like they go out to get some pizza. They play Spin the Pizza, where they spin it like spin the bottle, and then they talk about more famous women, and then flashbacks to them making the bet of who's going to get laid first, and a little montage of trying to have comedy, lightheartedness. These guys trying to get laid in these flashbacks. Here's the thing about this movie. When it's the modern setting, I thought it was fun. I really enjoyed it because I thought Taye Diggs and Omar Epps and Richard T. Jones, I thought they had really solid chemistry with each other. I think they worked very well together. I thought they had some funny dialogue with each other. Like, the three of them had a good bond as if they were friends for a long time. They've been friends for a long time. That was shown on the screen. I thought the three did a really good job capturing that feel. And I thought there was some clever stuff. We see Omar Epps talking to the camera, and then Richie T. Jones comes in. And he's like, the fuck you talking to? Oh, I'm just talking to the people about... See, kind of like Ferris Bueller's Day Off is talking to the camera, but then doing something funny about it. Just the way Richard T. Jones looks at the camera and looks at Omar Epps and going, the fuck, who the fuck you talking to? Like, that made me laugh. Taye Diggs, him being drunk because he's nervous about the wedding, and him trying to calm down his fiance, and just... that worked because, again, those three worked very well with each other, and it was lighthearted, it was simple, it was easygoing, but then each time it went back to the past, I was a lot less interested. Not that the younger versions of their characters did a bad job acting-wise, I wasn't really that interested in those actors. I was waiting for us to go back to the modern time. I think, honestly, for me, this would have been a more enjoyable film if it was just the three guys going from A to B to C and just telling stories. Not showing the flashbacks, but having these conversations and going around all the old joints, and it would be a more verbal movie and less of a visual movie, which I'm sure a lot of people would not be into. But again, the way these three were talking with each other, interacting with each other, I thought that was the best part of the movie. And again, when the movie kept shifting back to the flashbacks, it just made me miss the three leads even more so. I'm like, can we go back to them now? Oh, cool. Okay, they're having fun, making fun of each other. Oh, now we're back to... Because like I said, the modern time when they're hanging around pizza and getting pizza, and they're making fun of Taye Diggs. And Taye Diggs like, well, she has a good job, I'm going to follow her. And Richie T. Jones tells him, oh yeah, well, you don't need some panties. And you don't wear them, you don't do this because you're a pussy. He doesn't say that, but you get the point. Pretty much giving him shit for... But at the same time, hey, I'm glad you're going to settle down. And even at the end, the wedding happens. They talk about how they're going to be friends forever. Again, I keep repeating myself. When it's the three guys, the three stars, in the modern time, dealing with the wedding, just talking about the past, having fun. I wish the entire movie was about that. Because the coming of age stuff, I've seen that done in a lot of movies. The first time with a girl, some funny sequence of trying to get the condom. In this case, gets it hides under a bed. And you guess what's going to happen above the bed. I mean, we've seen that plenty of times in movies, where someone's hiding under the bed, but there may be sex above him. The little bit of the robbery scene, which doesn't go quite as what you would think. I do appreciate the fact it never gets super serious, and the fact that it loses its tone. Because sometimes with a movie like this, it might veer off to something very solemn, or very dire circumstances, or very melodramatic. It doesn't do that, so it does keep a fairly consistent, lighthearted tone, and that was nice to see. And again, the younger versions of these three guys were not bad. I'm not going to sit there and say it, but it just really amounted to, oh, it's his first day of school at this new school. Oh, these guys just happen to be with him, in like 10 seconds. Oh, you did a bet. You got beat up, but you're still alive. You were able to throw a punch back. They were back to the modern. Then we're back to the flashback. Then we're back to the modern time. Then we're back to the flashback. Then we're back to the modern time. I'm like, just stick with one or the other. And again, the modern time just was funnier to me and more satisfying, and granted simpler. But like I said, I really liked the three leads' chemistry with each other. They played off each other fairly well. I didn't need the flashback to the younger Omar Epps trying to learn how to dance, and he's dancing and humping a stuffed plush rabbit. So this is one of those movies I'm pretty 50-50 on. The flashback stuff, I'm indifferent at most. The stuff in modern, that was fun. So again, I mean, if it was more, people don't get mad at me. If it's these three guys, and they're going through all the ups and downs, while by the end getting this guy to his wedding, and maybe a little bit of the hangover, like a precursor to the hangover, where again this guy keeps having doubts. So it's not exactly the hangover, but again this sort of whirlwind of. So maybe the hangover is the wrong movie to reference. And yeah, we've seen that kind of film as well, but again, we've also seen that coming of age story many times, and I just didn't find it as funny or exciting as maybe other people did. And I know Omar Epps had sex with this girl. By the end, that girl's grown up and she's at the wedding ceremony, and you didn't really get an idea whether they're going to get together, they're not going to get together. Hey, we met up, cool. It's been a while since I've seen you. So for me, it didn't really feel that much of a satisfying finale to even that part of the story. It was okay. Like, it was an alright film. There's nothing really that gung-ho about it. It was just there. I'm sorry, Gunnel. I just thought it was there. There's nothing that made me mad. Just indifferent. If it kept with the... I'm being a dead horse, I know. I said this like 10 times. But it's frustrating because these three guys, they worked well together. I thought they played off each other. Like, I wish it was strictly on those three leads in the modern setting. I think that would have been a much more of a satisfying movie to me. That's just me, though. So with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.